sorry about that. I see what I did wrong. I had the Bluetooth hooked up, and remember I made that mistake earlier. But anyway, tell you what's going on. Just like what the video implies, waste of time and money, man. Over here in Hagerstown, Maryland, and I put my truck in the shop, right? Cause my bunk heater stopped working. And I knew off the gate, I said, man, I'm just going here and dedicate this whole week because I know it's gonna be some mess where they ain't gonna get to me right away and stuff like that. So I thought about this shop here and stuff. They open all the way to 11 o'clock and they open 7 days a week. So, stop over here and tell them what the problem is and stuff. I asked them first, listen, do y'all work on the SPAR bunk heater, right? Because if you don't, that's cool. I understand. I totally understand and stuff, right? I ain't know if SPAR got someplace that they go specifically or what. So, they said, well, yeah, we work on them and stuff like that. So sit there, write the truck up and stuff and, give it to them. So all day Tuesday, nothing. All day Wednesday, nothing. No, wait a minute. They got to me Wednesday. They got to me Wednesday. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna joke around like that. They got to me Wednesday, pulled the truck in, and just like the good old Freightliner fashion, they look at everything except what's supposed to be looked at. Right? Now, he says, okay, this was going on with your bunk heater, right? It's a fuel inlet filter that we got to find. Now that we got to get. And that right there is the source of your problem. I said, all right, cool. When can you get it? Say, well, it's gonna be Friday, right? So they ordered that, and I told them to disable that idle shutdown thing, which I should have got rid of a long time ago. But got rid of that, and I said, cool, all right. Gotta wait till Friday, stuff like that. So I went and bought my inverter, got my TV put in, all that good stuff there on Thursday. That right there cost me an arm and a leg, $180 inverter, and it cost $561 to get it put in. So it is what it is and stuff. It's in now and stuff. So I said, only thing I do now, go back to the shop Friday, and I'm good to go. Go back Friday, sat down there all day, nothing. Didn't come get the truck, didn't let me know anything. So, I'm like this. I said, they already got the $300, right? So I said, man, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna just go find me a load, get it fixed someplace else. And I couldn't find nothing. So I said, all right, cool. I guess that just meant for me to stay here and stuff like that. So let's see. The next day. All right, so today, right? He get me first thing in the morning, stuff, pull the truck in, and I'm sitting out there. Let's see, I'm sitting in the lounge and stuff, right? Bored out my mind and cold, but say it is what it is. So we about 3 hours later, they go pulling the truck out and stuff like that. So all right, cool, it's fixed. Jump in the truck, go hit the switch, nothing. The fan don't come on, the heater don't come on. So I go in there and I asked the guy and stuff. I said, man, listen, hey, what's going on? Well, the truck has to be at 149 degrees engine temperature before it can even work. Now, I done had the truck a year and never known for that to happen. I mean, I can just get in here, hit the switch. Doesn't matter how cold it is. As long as I got like battery life or whatever, it's gonna fire up. And it didn't do nothing. So I said, all right, before I ain't gonna flip out, I'm gonna go ahead and take the truck for a little spin. So I went up to Walmart, let it run up there and stuff, brought it back, hit the switch again, nothing. So all right, here we go. So I go back in there in the shop. I go back in there in the shop, explain it to them again. They pull the truck in the shop, right? They pull the truck in the shop. Then they about to close. He come back up and stuff. He say, well, we did the best we can do with it and stuff, right? But we ain't gonna have nobody here that can really look at it till Monday. Now, mind you, I already paid $900 to get the thing fixed. You know, $900 to get this thing fixed and stuff, and they ain't do nothing but well, the total came up to $900. But they said it was a fuel inlet switch and the daggone thing $222. And then they got an hour labor up here, $148. You know, so they got that in there. And I'm like, I'm right back to square one again and stuff. I'm like, you know, not only did I pay this money out, but now I got to find another shop that can look at this thing and stuff, right? And possibly be down another week behind, you know, something that somebody can just come up and say, you know what, hey, listen, we don't work on it. You know, we don't work on it. Fine. So, I mean, you know, I already know what to do now. Just go on the internet, find somebody recommended, take it to them. But, you know, Freightliner, I'm done with them, man. Straight up, I am done with them, man. I mean, if it ain't something that I really need from, Freightliner related, I ain't going to even take it in there. If something is wrong with the motor, son, I ain't going in there no more. I'm just done with them, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you know, been sitting here since Tuesday. I mean, I said, this gonna be the week right here. I said, if I'm gonna just have a normal week, I'm gonna just dedicate this time right here and stuff, right? And that's that. You know, other than that, is what it is. So, I mean, I got a few things accomplished, but not what I wanted, because I really hate idling this truck, man. It's just something about these Cascadias, man. They just, you know, I don't know, man. The Century Class, you know, Sky Rooster, they mind idling that truck, but man, it's just something about these daggone DD15s, man. You know, you sitting there, you sleep, and then that daggone regen kick in. Now you scared, cause I'm thinking somebody done jumped in the truck and about to hijack it or something like that, man. I mean, it just, you know, then that smell, like, God, like the smell of it, man. I mean, it gets in this cab, man, and you like, you know, no air freshener, nothing. Just, I can't describe. What is that smell, man? I mean, I can't bear it. But, I mean, but, you know, it beat freezing to death in the truck, so I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. But still, that heater just eliminate all that stuff. You hit the switch and stuff, man, and you just, you know, you back here baking like a potato and stuff. But, you know, it still, you know, I don't know, man. Still, I mean, $908.33. You know, could have did anything with that money besides give it to them and stuff, and then tell me something that I already know. Yeah, of course I know it don't work, but, you know, like, you change, I'm going to change the fuel filter. The thing probably ain't nothing wrong with it. But, you know, oh, well, we got to look like we did something. And then they go change, let's see, they go recommending, like, some other stuff on the truck that I already took care of. So I'm just telling people, be cautious of that, right? Because it's not like they looking at it and they saying, okay, this is what your truck need. It's something that's recommended. You know, radiator flush. They say, oh, you need a radiator flush. I'm like, man, I just had an EGR. You know, if y'all did an inspection on the truck, then you would see that the EGR, that's a new EGR modulator up there and stuff. So it was leaking. In order to get it fixed, I had to drain the coolant and stuff. So, you know, that's done. So, you know, that got changed. And then they said something about the air system. Oh, well, your air system needs to be flushed. I'm like, dude, I thought y'all expecting the truck. It's a brand new air system from the tanks to the lines. And then you talking about doing something to the air system Transmission flush, I do need that though. I ain't gonna lie about that. I do need transmission flush. But the only thing that they recommended that I'm kind of glad I did get was these. What the heck was this thing? And I shouldn't have got it here. Stuff a tow bar. Let's see, rear drive axle torque arm shift. That's what it is. So it was a torque arm and stuff. So I had to get that. But that's the only thing I need and stuff. And then, heck, that was cheap. To tell you the truth, was they charged me what, an hour labor, and then the par was $133.49, which I imagine is probably cheaper if you go somewhere else, you know. But I don't know. I said, yeah, I'll go and let them do that. So shoot. So anyway, that's what's been going on there and stuff. And then, of course, you know, I meet another driver in there, and he wanted me to break some science and stuff down, cause, you know, I ain't gonna say what carrier he with, but this guy, man, he got a bomb deal, man. I told him what he needed to do and stuff. Like, he in his lease program, and they gave him this truck, right? They gave him this truck, and the truck was knocking on 1 million miles and stuff. So he in his lease program, and then something wrong with the truck, and they pull it in the shop, and I think he needs something serious on it. So what the carrier is talking about doing is seeing how bad the situation is, and if it's bad enough, they saying they're going to take him out of that truck and put him in another truck. And so I asked him how long he been in that truck. They say he been in it since March, right? And he said if he would stay in that truck, he had the truck paid off next year, September. And so the deal they was talking about doing was, like I said, if the damage is bad enough, then they just gonna put him in another truck and stuff. And so, you know, let him roll on like that. Now, I was telling them that you ain't gonna get something for nothing, right? They ain't gonna take you out of a truck and then give you another truck and say, okay, we're gonna still give you that same contract like the one you were just in. You know, it just don't work like that. They're gonna sit there, they're gonna give him a new contract. And that's that. The 8 months he got in that truck, he just lost it. So he asked me what did I suggest? You know, because it's some things he doing, like he training, and stuff like that, which I say I don't recommend that. If you talking about trying to get ownership of a truck, I said, man, you know, what you got to do is, all right, you pretty much starting out zero, no capital. So I said, get the truck. I said, for 3 months, put yourself on a real strict budget. I said, if you ain't got 10 grand in 3 months, you need to leave that carrier. 10 grand in 3 months. Why 10 grand? I said, cause you need the capital to move to the next step, which is, you know, whether you go to a bank or whether you go to a dealership, you know, everybody know that old terminology, money talk, BS walk. So you got the money, you know, He says that he ain't got no credit. So you pretty much in the same boat I'm at. So I said, what you do is you take those 10 stacks, and then you start negotiating. Okay, can 2 get me in? Can 3 get me in? Can 4 get me in? Can 5 get me in? And what you got left over, you use that towards your escrow. Get the truck, run the truck just like you was in a lease. You know, run that truck just like you are in the lease and stuff, and build you up some capital to where you got at least 20 grand. You got 20 grand in there and stuff, then you can start kind of, you know, easing back a little bit. Cause when they start offering you stuff, right, we get comfortable. You know, hey, your truck note is $1,000 a month. You know, well, you used to paying $400 a week and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, okay, so that's $600 less I got to pay and stuff. But, you know, at the same time, I don't get comfortable with that $1,000. You know, that's a safety net so that I can pay you, and I ain't got to worry about you saying, okay, you late. You're late with the payment. You know, if you can, act like you got to pay them every week. Okay, I got to pay you that $1,000 a week. Take that money, put that in the escrow, build up that capital. Once you got that capital and stuff, once you got that capital necessary and the truck hold up, you know, shoot, you might go a whole year. You might go a whole year and nothing, and the only thing happen to your truck is like little basic stuff, oil change and stuff, but no downtime. So you got, you know, you sat there and worked all year and stuff. You trying to attain ownership. You got $52,000. You know, you can talk like a boss if you want to. You know, you ain't got to sit there and be, you know, talking to certain people and stuff so they can go out there and search for equipment for you. You can still step around up there. Okay, all right. Yeah, I see you got the truck posted at this amount right here and stuff. Well, I got 30 grand, right? I got 30 grand to lay on you right now. You know, more than likely somebody gonna move on that. Like, well, you know, I normally gotta wait for somebody to get financed, but you know, yeah, I think I can part with it for 20, you know. I can part with it for 30,000 and stuff like that. You still got another 20,000 sitting in the cut. Truck paid off. You got 20,000 saved up in your escrow in case something go wrong, right? So then you build you up another nest egg, go another year and stuff. You got another $52,000. You got another $52,000 and stuff, and then you put that all in your business. You know, if you just throw back $1,000 a week, thanks for the light, somebody. You know, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the light, but you know, you take that 1,000 and you take that 1,000 stuff and let it grow, and just hope that, well, you know, hey, nothing goes wrong. But like I said, you got the truck, $30,000, $20,000 setback for your nest egg. You go another year, right? Thanks for the daggone, man. Okay, all right, appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. You got that, you go another year, you might not have no more problem and stuff like that. You still got another 52 grand. Now you got another 52 grand free and clear. You know, as far as business is concerned, you know, you set that on that, and then people wondering how come they moving like bosses. Like, they going out here getting Peterbilt 379s and W900s and stuff, and you know, they all chromed out and stuff like that because, you know, they got foresight. They saying, well, you know, hey, I'm gonna get on this grind for the first 2 years and stuff. But then, hey, when your stuff is all paid for, you know, you can sit in the yard and stuff and let it, you can take you a couple weeks off if you want to. Truck ain't moving. People wondering what's going on. Cause, you know, you got foresight. You saying, well, I'm sacrificing now. You know, I'm putting up now stuff so that I got the capital necessary for my business. You know, as far as your personal life, that's when you can start setting up your portfolios about, you know, paying taxes and stuff like that, you know. Knowing what kind of CPAs and stuff you want, because, you know, the reality is, you know, all your money going to be going into your business anyway and stuff, but, you know, your business is going to be taking care of you, so to speak. So you ain't got to worry about talking about paying back Uncle Sam large amounts of money and stuff, unless you just going to take the whole money and blow it on, you know, cars and trips and, you know, trying to be flashy and stuff and whatnot, you know, then yeah, you're going to pay for it. But, you know, as long as you keeping that flash in your business, then can't nobody really say nothing, you know, because you're really helping the economy. You know, hey, say, well, I'd rather go where? To the I'd rather go to the Chrome shop than the jewelry shop any day. You know, if anything gonna look good on me and stuff, man, let my business look good. You know, hey, I ain't got to have a Mercedes Benz and stuff. I mean, it's a nice car, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have a nice piece of equipment, you know, step it up, you know, like that reefer unit. I like that reefer unit, but I want a spread. I want a 53 spread. I want a 53 spread. No, well, listen. Basically, you need to say, no, I'm not. If you can do it, do it. If you can't, do what you can. Don't sit there and like, don't put yourself in a, you know, don't put yourself in some kind of, you know, don't make it challenging for you and stuff, you know. Don't make it challenging for you. Cause first you got to figure out how to get the money so you can put $1,000 a week. But if you getting out there now, this is if you getting it. I got Thermo King. I got a Thermo King. If you getting it, put it away. If you're not getting it, figure out how to get it and then start putting it away. You know, that sort of thing there and stuff. But just don't get in it and then starts, okay, I'm put back $1,000 a week, and you don't even know how the whole program and stuff go. You know, cause you might be throwing your whole settlement in there and stuff, and then meanwhile some things and stuff are lacking at the house. But I will say this though, is that make your financial obligations as small as possible. Cause remember, you stepping in this with no capital. You trying to obtain capital. So that means, you know, fancy trips, all this unnecessariness and stuff, man. You know, you got to kind of, you know, that stuff come later. Business come first. Cause when your business and stuff is straight, then, you know, all the other, then you'll see just how meaningful, let's see, ain't they pretty much the same? Damn, I didn't see that. Gotta read that comment again. But if you can do it, do it. If you can't, figure out a way to do it and then do it. You know, but don't put yourself in a bind. That's the word I'm looking for, a bind. Don't put yourself in a bind. King Mail, I don't know if you saying, you know, Thermo King or Carrier, which one is better. If that was a question he was asking, like I said, I run Thermo King, cause that's the one that they have for sale and stuff. In fact, my first trailer was a Carrier. My last two were Thermo Kings and stuff. But just a little something on it. You know, if you do plan on getting your reefer unit and running over here on this East Coast, get you a Carrier, because there are more Carrier dealerships over here on this East Coast than Thermo Kings and stuff. I mean, there's some out here, but man, I mean, they got a spread on them. And if you take your Thermo King trailer to a Carrier, they gonna fix it, but they gonna charge, you know, it's an upcharge and stuff. I mean, some $20 more, some $30 more, and that's just, you know, that's kind of upsetting to me. Like, man, you know, really, come on, man. It's practically the same part, you know. There's no OEM parts and stuff, man. They use the same universal aftermarket parts and stuff. So, you know, it maybe it's a difference, but I mean, from the parts I seen, that they get it from one place, both of them, Thermo King and Carrier. But if you talking about running this East Coast, get you a Carrier, man. Don't get you a Thermo King, cause they got more Carrier facilities over here than a little bit. But yeah, getting back to this guy's situation, man. I mean, you know, 1,000,000-mile truck. Let's see, I live right around the corner from a Thermo King shop. Okay, that's good, King Mail, that you live around the corner. But the thing is, when that Thermo King get to popping and pooting, it ain't gonna always be around the corner. You ain't gonna always make it home and stuff. So you gotta, you know, with some foresight, kind of look at, let's see, got 11 years dump truck experience, 3 months OTR, or doing flatbed. How long you think I should? First, let me get the King Mail right quick. Okay, like I said, King Mail, remember, look, when that thing get to popping and pooting, right, it ain't gonna never be around the corner at the house. I wish it would like that, but you know, get a feel of where you gonna run. Get a feel of where you're gonna run, and then look it up, see where the location's at. Are they gonna be more Thermo King than Carriers? And which is gonna be, which one, you know, that has the most shops and stuff like that, that's gonna be the equipment that you're gonna want to go with, you know. The other guy, if you feel you're ready to the task, right? Cause if you feel you're ready to the task and stuff, like I said, get in it and be prepared to put away capital. Remember to put the capital away. Don't get in it. Don't get comfortable. Just because you sitting there and you got good settlements and stuff like that, those settlements are going towards your future. Have foresight, have discipline. Say, man, look, these settlements right here are for my future. You know, this truck right here is nice, it's fine, which is what they want you to do if you get into a lease purchase program. They want you to get comfortable. They want you to fall in love with the truck and stuff. Oh, man, look at how it ride and how it feel and how it smell and the looks I'm getting and stuff. You know, if I put some chrome on it, you know, and next thing you know, now you got, you know what I'm saying, your whole future is posted on this truck and stuff. And then that's when they got you. They're going to be like, all right, you know, they throw some little nonsense your way, and then you got to take it because you're saying, well, daggone, I got to do what I got to do for this truck. I did that when I was with National Carriers. You know, I had that 06, I had an 06 387P. You know, shoot, couldn't stay out the chrome shop, couldn't stay out them polish shops, man. I mean, just sitting there riding. You know, I get me one or two good settlements or something like that. I'm good, you know, riding around Billy Big rigging. Meanwhile, just wasting time and stuff, you know. And when that lease was up, I'm sitting there thinking like, all right, I'm going to the buyout. They came and told me, man, listen, you know, this was back during the Great Recession of 2008. All right, I'm gonna drop some science on that too and stuff, you know, at another time, you know. But 2008, anybody that was out here knew it was bad. And you know, they had to do some restructuring in the company, and they told me, man, look, we can't sell you the truck right now. You got two options though. You can still lease that truck, right, for another year, and then you guarantee to go into a buyout. We'll knock 10 grand off the principal, or you can go upgrade and get you a W900, finish the lease off on that, and then, you know, you can go into a buyout with that one, you know, which is what they wanted me to do and stuff, get that W9, because, you know, hey, man, you Billy Big Rigger, you know, your truck all clean and chromed out and stuff like that, man. You know, step up and get you a large car now. You know, quit messing with them big trucks. Get you a large car. You know, I said I couldn't do it. I still love my truck too much. But then about 6 months down the road, I kind of got some, you know, I came up with the idea that this ain't working. Talked to my dad. My dad gave me the loan and stuff like that. And, you know, the rest is history. Yeah, so yeah, just don't get comfortable in that truck, man. You know, don't get comfortable with those settlements. Take those settlements, put that towards your future. And once you got it, make the next move and stuff, and then you're gonna see a whole different side of the people you contracted to. You know, when you turn that stuff in and you come back with your own, you might not be able to come back. You know, so you got to have an exit strategy too and stuff, you know, cause some people say ain't no hard feelings, but you know, the reality is when you start doing for self, man, and start breaking away and say, man, you know, I don't need to deal with y'all no more with this stuff right here. They kind of change up on you. They like, man, you know what? Hey, dude, well, we're not gonna give you those good loads and stuff anymore and stuff, and you're gonna find yourself sitting and all types of nonsense gonna be thrown your way, you know, to try to get you out of there, you know, cause you know, you pretty much broke away and stuff, and you try to do things and stuff for self, which is, you know, really just get some ownership. You know, you ain't trying to, you know, ain't no disrespect to nobody, but, you know, shoot, you want something, man, when you sit there, give them that last payment, they giving you the title, you know, nothing else. They ain't saying, well, you know, something came up, we had to do some restructuring, or even worse, you know, like they did with this company called Arrow Trucking, you know, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? That goes back to that same great recession of 2008. A lot of people had lost out, man. You know, you thinking you making your truck payments and stuff like that. Now the company going under, and then Diamond Chrysler talking about, man, you know, hey, we want our truck, you know, like this same truck right here I've been paying on for 2 years. I just supposed to give it up, you know, They ain't giving you a chance to say, well, listen, can I continue where I left off? Like, no, unless you got, I don't know, $50,000, $60,000 or something like that, hey, we want our truck back. So you don't want to be in one of those situations, damn stuff, man. So let's see. Daggone, I'm trying to think. How do you scroll to see those chats and stuff? Oh, that is right here. Okay, let's see. I have 11 years. Experience 3. Let me go back. Oh, you got the 10 grand saved up. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, Aaron. I'm sorry, man. If you got the 10 grand, okay, you got the 10 grand saved up. Then the next step for you is get the okay, you got the capital, right? And you want to do flatbed. Okay. First, kind of find you somebody and stuff that does flatbed, right? Find somebody that does flatbed, and see if you can get with some carriers and stuff like that. Put your ear to the ground. See what would be a good carrier and stuff to go to and stuff as far as doing flatbed. All right. See if you can if you go over there and stuff, right? Can you do loads for yourself, right? Can I find my own freight and stuff like that? That's important. That's real important. See if you can get a carrier. See what they charge and stuff as far as like mileage, percentage and stuff like that. Compare them all together, and then see which one is going to be good for you and stuff. And then once it's good for you, then that's when you go looking for your truck, right? Based upon, use your credit to your advantage. Now, I ain't saying to put the whole 10 grand in there. What you trying to want to do and stuff is try to use half and half. Like, I'm going to use 5 towards the truck. I'm going to use 5 towards the truck. I'm going to use another 5 for my escrow, right? So once you go get the truck, and let's just say you had to put the 5 grand in there. Well, I ain't going to say you want to put 5 grand in there. Just put enough to where you can get the truck, and then you can have some of your operational costs and stuff taken care of, right? Because once you get the truck, they're going to give you about, some people give you like 45 days. Some people give you 60 days and stuff, right? So if they give you 2 months, and then you already with that carrier that you did some research on and stuff, they give you enough time to kind of learn these guys and stuff and how it works. Learn, your travel lane and stuff, so you can make a few mistakes, right? And you still good. And by the time those payments and stuff kick in, you already made your money back. You already made your money back for what you had to put out there. So you take that money, you add that in with your escrow. Now you got your 10 grand and stuff, right? And so, if things work out and stuff, you keep on kicking. Now you start saying, well, you know what? Let me consider getting a trailer now and stuff. So then you go start looking at some flatbeds. And that's where it gets kind of, where my knowledge is not so great and stuff as far as like looking for a flatbed trailer. I can tell you what to look for on a trailer, but as far as like the integrity and stuff, like what you need on a flatbed and stuff, that I can't help you. As far as the trailer, I can tell you, make sure you look at the make sure you look at the frame, of course, the cross members, the axles, the brakes, the brakes and stuff, the chambers, and it's kind of touch and go there and stuff. But just make sure you ain't got nothing chafing and stuff like that. And of course your tires, if they can start you off with virgin, that's good. If not, and they get them, they put them caps up there, take what you can get. But if you got caps, you already know, okay, I need to start working on getting these caps on off here. Unless you're gonna be the type of person to say, man, look, I'm gonna check my air pressure religiously, because you can run caps. You can run them all the way down to the wire and stuff, and they don't bust. You know, the only problem with running caps is that people don't check the air pressure. You know, it's either got not enough air or too much air. But if you always keep it at that sweet spot and stuff, which means that you got to be consistent with it, you can run those recaps all the way to the wire and they won't even bust on you. You know, I done that. I done that plenty of times. You know, it's always just keeping a good, good air pressure and stuff, and you know, making sure your alignment, your shocks and stuff are good too. So, you know, I'm really liking this and stuff. Y'all got to excuse me and everything. Let me take a drink. Okay. But yeah, man, listen, just don't waste time, man. Don't waste no time, when you're trying to build your business up, Kai. It'll be plenty of opportunity for you to chill on out and, take a break and, you know, bask in some of the great things and stuff that you've done. But remember now, we ain't born with no silver spoon in our mouth. So, this is the generation right here to say, let's get this capital. Let's get this capital, no credit. Let's get this capital and put money where it needs to be and stuff in our pocket and in our business and stuff, and then let our business and stuff expand. Kind of people got big dreams and stuff like that, great aspirations, but we just don't know where to get things started. And a lot of time when we start talking about building businesses for ourselves and stuff, you always met with negativity. Oh, well, what you doing that for? Why you want to go out there and do this and do that? You can work, it ain't no more working no job, no more 30 years and stuff, and then retiring with great benefits and all that stuff there. I mean, you work 30 years. If you didn't put none away, then that's it. You done. Your health ain't gonna always be in the best of shape. I mean, heck, I'm 38. I ain't nowhere how we used to be when I was 28. I used to go get those physicals and stuff, and I say, man, I'm in here wasting time and stuff. But now, shoot, they sitting there looking, hey man, Rooster, your blood pressure, good gracious, man, it's off the scale. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to certify you and stuff, man. Now you scared, like, oh crap. I don't get this certification and stuff, man. That's it. License ain't no good. You just got a CDL and stuff, but they gonna downgrade it. The state gonna downgrade it to a class C and stuff until you get that medical card in there. So your health plays an important factor, man, and you don't get better with age. I mean, I hate to say it, you get wisdom with age, but that's it. As far as like, rising with the sun and stuff like that. I mean, you will rise with the sun, but it might take you a little bit longer and stuff to do. But I mean, you still get it in there. Back get to hurting, breathing heavy. That sort of stuff there, man. But for the most part, man, just stay up on your health, guys. I think when the time come up, I'm gonna reveal something, and people just gonna be like, "What, really?" Just keep that in mind, man. I was, I'm gonna reveal something real heavy, and it's gonna be like, man, Rooster, you joking, right? Like, no, I ain't joking. And I mean, never think that, you never think it can happen to you and stuff, but it ain't. We kind of take things for granted, cause it's just one guy, this YouTube I listen to and stuff, and the one thing I don't like about him, I like everything about him except when he started talking about his health, he just be joking around with it, talking about, well, if it happens and stuff, it is what it is and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't like when people say stuff like that. I don't, and I got much respect for that guy. But man, when he start saying something about his health, I'm like, man, dude, please don't play with that. Please don't play with it, cause man, I mean, you sit there one day and You know, you wake up and everything's supposed to be going good for you. Now half your body is paralyzed. What you gonna do? You know, what you gonna do? Half your body paralyzed. You can't move the right half of your body, your leg, your arm, and stuff like that. Ain't no more driving truck. You know, ain't no more driving truck and stuff. And even if you get them moving, you know, I mean, that state, that no, the state, all right, it's that federal medical board. They ain't no joke. You know, you ask somebody that got one limb, ask somebody that got one limb and stuff, man. Does that federal medical board play with you? You know, cause they say before we even allow you to ride out the state, you got to be living with the condition for 3 years. So you know, hey, you know, you never lose the skill or whatnot and stuff. But I mean, shoot, let's just say you stay in one of those states and stuff like Delaware or something. You know, shoot, what you gonna do? Run local in Delaware, where everything going to Pennsylvania and Maryland? You know, you got intrastate. You got intrastate CDLs and stuff, which means you can only run in the state. You know, what you gonna do? You know, you working, but you know you can't sit there and saying you making that own operated capital. You know, it's another thing that's kind of killing me. You know, like man, some of these guys coming up telling, oh man, shoot, I'm sitting there making $3,500 a week and home every day. Like man, like really? Come on, man, $3,500 a week, and you home every day. You know, and your own op. It don't work like that. It just don't. All right, people, I got 42 minutes in here and stuff, man. So if nobody else has any kind of questions and stuff, I want to appreciate y'all for hearing me out, you know, hearing me vent, because I think this live stream was better than that last one. I don't even know what, that live stream was so terrible, man. I had to delete it, man. I'm like, man, I don't know what the world I'm doing, man. Just sound like I'm up there whining and stuff. But man, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments and stuff like that. One person did hit me up and I didn't get back to him and stuff because I got wrapped up in some other things. But you know, look, I ain't got nothing to do now. So if you want to hit me up and go into dialogue more about the business and stuff, I'm here. You know, just hit me up. You know, like I said, as long as it's about trucking and stuff like that, man, I'll let it go. You know, as long as it's about trucking and stuff, man, you know, we can talk for the rest of the evening if we want to. But with that being said, this your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact find, and studies. Honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet. Let's see, how do you find tax guys for trucks? Tax guys and stuff like, okay, it's actually a person that subscribed to me and stuff that do taxes, but it's nobody I can really recommend because, you know, tax people are, I mean, they're everywhere and stuff, man, and it's not as hard as what people make it out to be. So if you get a CPA and stuff, man, and you tell them that you drive trucks and stuff, if they can start giving you some breakdowns and stuff about how things and stuff work, you know, and can tell you, hey, listen, start bringing those receipts in and stuff. If they telling you what to do, right, with those receipts and stuff like that, you know, they gotta really sell themselves to you. You know, don't be talking about nothing personal or all this other stuff there. Just say, hey, listen, I'm my own operator. I'm talking about, you know, get my own truck and stuff. You know, they'll start telling you what forms and stuff like that, and then they'll just go there. But they got to sell themselves to you. That's how you know if the person's a good CPA, because they want your business. They want your business. It's not hard. It's just more you showing the consistency and stuff on saying, okay, I'm going to bring this stuff to you. I'm gonna bring this stuff to you, and I'm gonna get it in there, and then we'll start to create a portfolio and stuff from that. So um, it's no one good I can recommend because there's so many good CPAs out here. They are, despite people talking about, uh, they don't know what they're talking about and stuff. Just like I said, I mean, get one. I will say this: if you do get a CPA, get somebody that's local. All right, get somebody that's at the house. Get somebody that's at the house and stuff. Um, because I mean, sending things off when they need it, they need it. And you can't be messing around and stuff. You don't want your CPA to get turned off and stuff and say, man, you know what? Hey, this guy just ain't on his stuff. And it could just be you just bringing up the forms and stuff like that and then trying to get it mailed off. Because, I mean, these overnights and stuff, those things get expensive. They get the ganging up on you, man. You sitting there and forget something, and then, you know, you sitting there, Trip Pack Express and stuff, which I do recommend. Let's see, I live in Las Vegas. Couldn't find what? It's one. It's one in you in Las Vegas, man. Good gracious. I don't know what to say on that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, you got to put your ear to the ground, man. You got to seriously put your ear to the ground, Kai. CPAs don't really, all you got, with a CPA and stuff, all you got is January 19th to April 20th. And then after that, it's just small businesses and, that's it, just small businesses and stuff like that. So, um, I know you got your H&R blocks and, let's see who another one. That's all I can think of, H&R block and stuff. But man, look, really put your ear down to the ground. Pay attention to your surroundings and stuff. You can't just say they're not none around there. It's just you got to start. They're around there. You probably got to look a little bit more hard and pay more close attention. But they're there. It's just they're not. The business is just not. Between January 19th and April 20th, they in there. But after April 20th and stuff, that's it. That's it. They just they just fade off into obscurity and stuff. But it's not to say that they not they not they not around and stuff. They just it's seasonal work. It's seasonal work and stuff, man. So you gotta really put your ears to the ground and stuff like that. They're out there, trust me. They're out there. And you in Las Vegas where ain't nothing but money coming in there and stuff. So, they're there, man. They're there. You just gotta pay attention, hit Google up and stuff like that. No, well, you know what? Not Google. Just, get your phone book and stuff. Go old school. Go old school and stuff, man. Get that phone book and just start, setting up some appointments and stuff like that and everything. But I do say this. If you do choose one, make sure that they have a professional service. Don't be sitting there talking about, oh, well, I work out of my house and all that. They gotta have an office building that you can go to take care of your business and stuff, because that's where they're gonna be building up your portfolio at. Don't be sitting there, oh man, I know how to do taxes. Heck, we all know how to do taxes. I mean, shoot, you get the H&R block program, everybody in there. I'm pretty sure people see like, oh, we train people how to do taxes. All it is, it's just a program. They put the numbers and stuff in, and that's that. And shoot, not to get too political and stuff, but they done kind of changed up to where you can almost do it. You can almost do it without even going out to the office. As far as like, I mean, working for somebody. But I'm saying, they making taxes less hectic now. But if you get you a CPA, make sure they got an office, make sure they got legit business. If they don't, like, oh well, hey, I work out of my house. Nope. Because if it goes down and stuff, right, you need somebody that you can trust, somebody that can tell you what's going on and stuff like that. Like, hey, You know, you are getting audited, but don't worry about it and stuff because we already got our papers and stuff in order. So they're going to come in here, look at this, that, or whatever, and we're going to give them this, that, and that's that. You know, maybe it was a mistake on their end. You know, it was a mistake on their end. Audits and stuff, they do happen, but, you know, you got somebody on your team prepared, you know, to say, listen, you ain't messing with my client here. You know, you can't scare him with these tactics. Because I already got them up to speed and stuff, you know. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm screwing up again. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What do I think about the Mack trucks? Okay. The Mack Visions, they done came a long way. But them trucks, man, they just... The Mack Visions and stuff, Mack is not, they just not everywhere. You know, like, Mack is like how Volvo used to be and stuff. Well, they the same company, but it's just something about that Mack motor that, you know, you got to go to them specifically. You know, you got to go to them specifically. You don't see too many people running fleets with Macks. You know, if they running fleets with Macks, they like right there where the manufacturer is and stuff, and they just cutting them a good deal. Let's see, I watch your long mount videos. Let's see. People that run Macks got deals with Macks. And I don't recommend it because, you know, the people that run them on fleets, they got a special deal and stuff where, like, Mack is like, hey, listen, if your truck break down, right, we will tow you from upstate Washington all the way down in Florida where your terminal is and stuff to get you around this facility and stuff, you know, to get you fixed up. That's what Mack is. So, I mean, I like what they did as far as, like, the look, but they just not... It's Mack is just not, they got to do better with their convenience and stuff, just like how Western Star had to do. Western Star, you know, they the same boat, but see, they teamed up with you know, Western Star teamed up with Freightliner, so, you know, they got more of a service base now and stuff. And see, Mack, even though if they team up, you know, they teamed up with Volvo and stuff, but, you know, again, Volvo's not very, they out there, but just not out there, you know. It's not, they're not, you know, all convenient and stuff. But the thing with the Volvo is that Volvo just a tough truck, man. You know, it takes a lot for them to go in the shop, you know. But I can understand a Volvo, but a Mack is just, it's just not, you know, unless you're talking about getting one and just staying around in a specific area and say, okay, that dealership right around the corner, you know, you go and get you one. Let's see, who we got? Let's see, I watch your Lone Mountain videos, bro. I need to go and get a truck there, but I am being discouraged to go and get the ProStar at $25 down because of the engine. Please advise. Okay, the engine is an X13. It's not a the motor is not a it's not the Max Force engine. It's not the Max Force. It's the Cummins. They got the Cummins in them and stuff. So the Cummins don't have that problem and stuff. They the X13. In fact, those trucks came from this carrier out of Arizona and stuff. Those same Blue ProStars and stuff. They start with an M. Masala Valley. That's their old trucks and stuff. They take real good care of their trucks, man. I mean, they take real good care of their trucks, man. Straight up. I mean, you know, I haven't seen one broke down on the side. In fact, I haven't even seen one of their trucks in the shop. I haven't seen one of their trucks in the shop and stuff, man. I mean, you know, very low idle time and stuff like that. I think some of those trucks even still had the APUs in them, even though they was running the solar panels and stuff. They got the They were the first ones to run the they were the first ones to run those wheels. Let's see, those wind resistant wheels and stuff like that. They were the first ones to run them side skirts on the trailer. They were the first. They were the very first company that was doing it, and that was back in 2006. No, they was running them in '05. They was running them in '05 and stuff. Cause I remember seeing those trucks, man. Every time I see one, I'm like, space truck. Every time I see one, I'm like, man, what in the world are they running, man? But they were the first ones to run those skirts. They were the first ones to, every time there was some kind of technology that came out that could save on fuel and stuff like that, they were the first ones with it. So those trucks and stuff, when I say, you know, they built, when they took care of them, they took care of them, man. They really did. Let's see. Based on the research I've done, ProStar engines not the problem. It's the emissions. One review by Navistar are producing great results. Okay. Emissions. Here's the key to the emissions. Your air system. If you got a junk air system, let me say it again. If you got a junk air system, you're going to have a junk emission system. That's just all to it. If you ain't out there draining those tanks and stuff, if you get moisture in that system, you know, your depth, you're going to have some problem with your depth, because any kind of moisture that gets in there and stuff, they're going to start messing with everything that's dealing with the one box. You know, your depth leveler valve, your I forgot all the names for these parts and stuff, but man, they just gonna start going out one by one. You got to ask yourself, okay, when I got the truck and stuff, do I sit there and dump my air tanks every day? You probably don't. You know, you probably don't. Just be real. It's 3 tanks up there. I didn't do it. You know, I didn't do it. But plug this thing up before it go dead. But you know, your air system is the most important thing dealing with your emission system. If you got a junk air system, hold on, y'all. Let me switch this thing back on. Okay, there we go. All right. If you got a junk air system, if you don't sit there and drain those tanks and stuff, if you don't change those air filters and stuff, man, if you get condensation and stuff in there, you don't get that stuff out, it ain't doing nothing but pushing all the way to that one box. You know, your DEF system runs by air. You know, you got electricity and stuff, but for the most part, your power comes from the air. And if you got any kind of thing in your air system, man, your emission system is doomed to fail, because if it's one thing that water gets in there, that water turns to rust, and that rust get in there, that's when you're going to start getting all these fault signs and stuff. Your truck getting sick. Like, you know, you got to keep a good air system, man. You got that is a must. That is a must, you know, but that's the thing. They come from companies, guys getting them trucks and stuff. They even say it themselves, man, you know, look, I'm just driving in, that's that. But that's the thing there and stuff. The truck, they sit, they build up condensation and stuff inside there. Condensation is water with metal turns to rust again pushed inside the air system, and then next thing you know, that's the thing there. We sit there, change the parts and stuff, but we don't think that, well, the air system is just bad, you know. It's still pushing that rust in there, so it might give you a little bit of time, then no lights start flashing again, you know. Like, daggone, well, you know, when they ain't telling you what the problem is, like, look, just change the air system. You know, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive, them air tanks and lines and all that stuff there, but if you tackle that, you won't have no more problem with your emissions. You will have no more problem with your emissions. There goes some good water. All right, let's see. Somebody else got something. Yep. So don't be discouraged about the truck. As far as like the motor and everything, it got it's it's X13. It's Cummins. Got X13, X15. They got the X13 in it. It's still I think it's 455 horsepower, enough to get you where you got to go and stuff like that. It's a manual 10, but you can do something about that. You can do something about that 10. Those transmissions ain't expensive. They ain't expensive. They look expensive, but they ain't. Transmissions aren't expensive, man. What is expensive now is the ECM. But again, you get somebody to know what they're doing and they modify that ECM. You can modify that ECM and stuff to change that, change that straight 10 to a 13, Get you a 13 speed transmission, keep them RPMs down. You got the RPMs down, you get good fuel mileage, Even though ain't nothing really wrong with a straight 10, it's just, ain't nothing really wrong with a straight 10 cars. If you like the truck, you feeling it, get some long gears on it. You get them long gears on it, then shoot, you turn the 10 into what they call the big hole. You ain't gonna need that and stuff unless you're trying to get away from something like a tornado or whatever, but shoot, straight 10 gonna turn into like a 9, possibly an 8. You ain't gotta change all the gears and stuff if you get them long, but you can go that way, do that type of modification. In fact, that'd probably be better than getting the 13 cars. If you run a 13 and you got to get ECM modified, shoot, you get them long gears and stuff, or just trade that one in and get you a straight 10 with long gears, and shoot, then you ain't gotta do all that. I ain't gonna say you still gonna do some shifting, but it's you're gonna really be toting that notice stuff, so to speak. Let's see. See, I got an hour. Dang, I got an hour and 2 minutes in here and stuff, man. Hey, look, man, listen, I really been, all right, listen, I really enjoy y'all, man. Let's see, is Lone Mountain any, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I seen that, let's see. Is Lone Mountain any good? Yes. Lone Mountain is good. Let's see, delete and don't go to Cali. Don't waste your time deleting it. Don't delete it. Don't put no super tune on it. Fix the air system. That's all you got to do. Fix the air system and then go to California if you want to. It's gonna cost about, well, let's see. If you run a super tune, then you gotta find somebody. You gotta find somebody that can work on it. And again, that involves you having to say, okay, if this thing started popping and pooting, can I make it back to this house to where this guy can do this work? So, or like I said, fix that air system. Then you got to worry about emissions no more. Is Lone Mountain any good? Yes, Lone Mountain is good. They sure are. Lone Mountain is good. But you got to go in with a business mindset. You got to go in with a business mindset and stuff. You got to be saying, this is what I want to do. Like I said, I done dropped plenty of videos and stuff, on that, and like I said, I don't mind walking you through the process and stuff, Lone Mountain is good, but you got to go in with a business mentality, business mindset and stuff, cause if you ain't ready, don't go. But if you ready, go, because they ready. They about doing business, their inventory and stuff. They can't keep trucks in there and stuff. Guys coming in and stuff say, hey, listen, I want that truck, and next thing you know, that truck you looking at and stuff ain't there no more, So, yes, Lone Mountain good. Yes, they good. Definitely recommend them. Definitely recommend them. Oh, man. Let's see what I got. Let's see, delete and don't go to calendar. Let's see. Um. Well, like I said, man, fellas, I'm about to go and jump on off here. If y'all need me, you know what my contact is and stuff, man. I'll be here for the rest of the night. Again, let's see. Hold on. How much we talking far as down payment loan? Okay. Um, go to Lone Mountain, go to Lone Mountain website. Once you go up there on their website, um, appreciate it, man. Look at the equipment that they have and stuff. Look at their inventory, and they'll tell you how much of stuff the trucks are kind of. From what I seen, they got the newest truck they got is the Volvo 760. That's 2019. They want 12,000 down for that. Then they got the Cascadias. The most I seen on that is 6,800. Then they got Pro Stars. They got Pro Stars and stuff that the highest I seen I think was 35, and then they started going down. So, you know, depending on what kind of truck you're trying to get. You know, look at the inventory and stuff like that. If you ain't feeling it, right now and stuff, you know, give it another month. They'll have some more stuff in there, you know. They have some more stuff in there. But like I said, keep your ear to the ground. Go up on the website. What you see is what you get. And it's like how they said, it ain't no small print with Lone Mountain. You know, don't look for any. They don't have any. It's no small print. What you see is what you get. Your term is what you're going to be paying. Regardless of whether you want to pay the truck off early or not. You know, what you see is what you get. As far as the payments, as far as down payment, stuff like that. So no hidden costs, no hidden fees or stuff. They going to let you know everything up front before you get down there, you know. So, you know, they pretty upfront, straightforward and stuff like that. That's why I say you got to go in with a business mindset, a business mentality. All right. Well, fellas, if that's it, I know I keep saying that, but you know, if that's it, I'm going to go and jump on off here. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, contact information is on the page. I want to appreciate y'all and stuff. Appreciate your time and everything and stuff like that. I hope it wasn't wasted, you know, cause mine certainly was this week and stuff with somebody else and stuff. But, you know, again, still got to make the best of it. This man right here bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science. This industry of what we call trucking. Continue to do your research, fact-finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.